Alright, so now we have our water glass made, and it's been sitting all night, but anyway, this sand's a little bit wetter and I want to see it. But I want 2 parts sand to 1 part perlite. Perlite's a neat stuff, you know. It's not so much, you're not trying to insulate so much as you're trying to reflect heat. And that's something a lot of people miss when you're talking about refractory. It's not about oh, help me out, guys. It's not about insulating, it's about reflecting back. Because I don't want something there that's going to soak the heat up. I want something that's just going to plain reflect it back onto the piece I'm trying to heat up. And so this stuff is a little wetter than I want it, but it's not too awful bad. Make a mess all over the place. Alright, well, when you can't find the tools you're looking for, get creative and make one. I had an old cheap fire poker here. I just took the tip off of it. Let's see how it works. Oh, that'll work just nice. Do a little bit more. Kind of important you get this mixed consistently. Looks a lot better. Let's see. See, it kind of hardens up right there. I mean, you get a hardens up nice. Still hot, but that's what you get once you fire it. That's how you cure it. You're either gonna, so you know you got it right when it'll hold its shape, and that's actually pretty hot and pretty hard there. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna see what happens here. Now it's gonna be kind of difficult to. The way I've got to pack this forge in, I've got to do it upside down, so it's going to be interesting to see how we are able to cure that bottom without it all falling out when I go to lift it off of there. But yeah, it hardens right up. So, and it doesn't stay hot too awful long, which is nice. That big piece I'm not even going to attempt to grab right now. But there it is. That's your refractory. So let's see if we can't get this forge lined. I mixed a lot of batches, had to make more sodium silicate, but we are getting there. Probably going to have one more of these to make to top this off, but the complaint I have about using that cat litter, it stinks. It does stink. This stuff packs down quite a bit. The next fun part we're going to have is getting this pipe out of here. This thing is in there tight. I'll tell you what, I can't even move it. So probably what I'm going to have to do is we're probably oh, help me out here, English again. I always have problems with my English. I know we're jiggling the camera, sorry guys. Alright, last batch. Now this took me 3 bags of perlite and a bag and a half of play sand, and I used up all of the I used up all the lye crystals I had. So whatever we get out of this, that'll be it, but we're pretty darn close right now. And make sure when you mix this, you got to mix this stuff really, really good, because if you don't, this thing's going to fall apart on you when you heat it. And we do not want that after all this work. I'm still curious how I'm getting that pipe out of there. We will see though. When you pack it in good, you do not want any voids in this thing. And you pack it in really good. We're going to make some orifices. So what I've got these little 1/4-inch brass plugs. We'll put them in the vise upside down. We'll file that flat. Put a little prick in the end of that there. Little indent for the drill. We're going to try to drill them straight down. I'm doing a 7/64" bit. And we're going to see what we can get out of it. Now the nice thing about brass, if you happen to drill this too big, you can always, you're always able to braze it shut and drill it again. So nice and slow and try to go straight. You want to try to come out the center if you can. just have a couple of split rings on threaded rods on deck plates. Some people call them shoe plates, whatever your preference is. So basically, now I had to rig up because all I had were 1/2-inch split rings. So I do a little rigging up to accommodate our 1/4-inch brass, but it worked out just fine. And try and get these things as centered as you possibly can. Where did I do with my screwdriver? Right there, right where I left it. Isn't it funny how everything is right where you left it? This is either going to work really well or it's going to flop. Let's hope it just works well, huh? I'm definitely going to want to get this gas line. I think I'm going to end up making something to hold the gas line off of there. So we cannot have that hitting the side like that. I think that's pretty good, guys. That's pretty darn good. Alright guys, might be a little hard to hear with the wind we have going outside right now. But so I had to do a little finagling with the gas, with the orifices. I drilled them out a little too big. I'd watched somebody did it, they said 7/64, but I think they had it wrong. I thought it kind of looked a little big for propane. So we had big rolling flames. Of course I couldn't find a drill bit small enough for what I wanted, so I just closed them up with some braze and used a cert clip out of a chainsaw motor to push down in there, get the right size. It actually worked out well. So we're going to fire it back up. I'm going to re-anneal that draw knife I made because I did a little heating on it. Or the draw knife we were working on, I should say. I did a little heating on it, and I'd like to get it all back up the same. And something like this is a lot better to do it in than, because I can get the whole piece hot, I hope. Well, we're starting to cure up pretty good. That's actually like concrete in towards the middle there. It's still a little soft right there yet. Up here it's starting to set up because you get the flames roll out of it. But it's curing from the inside out. Now, I've had this running pretty good and I can put my hands on the side of it. So I know we have quite a ways to cure this thing, but I'm kind of trying to do it slowly, not knowing what I'm doing. So, I mean, I deal with enough refractory type stuff, but this is a little bit different than what I normally deal with. Usually that's not a homemade thing. So, anyway, here we go. Let's see what we get. How's that for your viewing pleasure? Guys, I'll tell you what, I really like that. See if I can set myself on fire here. Now that's only a 2-burner deal right there. So I thought maybe it wasn't enough burners, but I'll tell you what, I think it's going to do pretty well. What do you think? So we're going to keep curing. We're going to keep curing this. I'll check back in a little bit, and then we're going to video in the books. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this build here we did. I'm going to make a couple of doors for it and pack them with some fire brick, things like that. So we can seal that back up to hold a little more heat inside. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it works pretty well. So guess you guys see now what kind of miracle stuff kitty litter really is. Who would have thunk it, huh? But anyway, if you like what you saw here, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, comment below if you feel like it. If you don't like it, whatever, to each their own. We have videos out almost daily. We're getting close to the end of our timber frame shop build. If you're new to the channel and you have not caught those builds, there's close to 200 videos of the monster project over the last year we've put up. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I will catch you on the next one.